Hello, everybody, and welcome to Monday night's edition of the Brown Side of Disney. It's those Disney craze moms, and we are back to you to bring you another informative and hopefully lively chat. My name is Tamika. I'm the mouth of IG at Tamika Talks and the thought leader at Life and Pumps, where I'm based in the Philadelphia area, where my focus is wellness, travel, entertainment, and lifestyle.
Hi, you guys. I'm Shay. I'm the editor-in-chief of popcornandtequila.com, which is an entertainment blog, and I write about movies and TV shows, and I'm based in New York City.
All right. So last week we came to you with 4. Now we are at 2. We received a message from Danny that she had something going on, and I believe Tanae is traveling. So hopefully maybe they will be able to, if not join in, they will join in the conversation and be able to chat with us. So last week, we talked about Onward. So I gave you guys a tidbit. I didn't want to give any spoilers because my hope was that you would actually see the movie this week. So there was no need for me to kind of give you the movie rundown on it. So Shay, I understand that you saw the movie. What was your thoughts?
We did. So originally, when I first did my trailer reaction, I thought it was triggering for kids who didn't have fathers. But then I was like, okay, it's Pixar and Disney, so hopefully they get it right, and then we don't leave crying. We did not leave crying. I didn't cry at all. I know my daughter's friend was with her, and they were like almost teary, but it wrapped up on a good note so that everyone left laughing.
Right, absolutely. I totally feel like that is just, I mean, the intent is never to leave you in tears where you're sad and you don't ever want to watch Disney movies. Right. But the intent is the tear of the emotion, but the wrap up of it is positive in a way to help you move forward. So like I said, I enjoyed it. I was hoping that we would hear from some other people on what their thoughts were. I know that I saw Cassia in Disneyland this weekend, and I know she was planning to see it hopefully in time for our chat. So Cassie is one of the people who generally watches our show every week, and she engaged in a lot of dialogue with us. So she was very happy that I was coming to Disneyland, and she told me to make sure that I reached out to her. So I did, and she actually, kind of showed me around the park. We did some of her favorites. Then she had to leave because initially she was going to see Onward with her brother, and I know something happened, but she said that she was going to try and catch it before the show tonight because she wanted to talk about it as well. So hopefully if she comes back on, what we'll do is we'll cycle back because I know she was like, I'm going to have lots of questions. But, if she doesn't, it's fine. Hopefully other people will see the movie and we will have an opportunity to really, talk more about it. So I guess next up, what we should talk about is this coronavirus. It seems like it's affecting everything. So I was in California last week, as I said previously, for literally I was hitting 3 conferences and 2 of them got canceled. So the one was in Palm Springs and it was absolutely beautiful in Palm Springs. So we stayed, we did what we needed to do. The only one was supposed to happen midweek and they started sending emails, kind of like updating people on what was going on. In the end, they postponed it. And then the final one, which was a breast cancer conference, they just canceled literally at like the 12th hour. People were either at the airport asleep because they had an early morning flight. It was just total chaos. And I felt like the media is fueling some of this pandemonium. And I had someone who was angry at me because I said, if your immune system is that compromised, then you shouldn't be out in general. Like you should be going on airplanes. You shouldn't be in places where there are going to be large groups if your immune system is that compromised, because germs are everywhere. Exactly. They've shown all the statistics about how many people have died from the flu as opposed to this coronavirus and all of that. And, people are subscribing to the hype and also talking about, it's a media attention or something in reference to the political campaign. I don't know what it is. I just feel like live your life and wash your hands and you don't have to be stressed out. Like if you are already clean, yes, take extra precautions. I'm not saying just be all out willy-nilly, but yes, take extra precautions. Use hand sanitizer, wash your hands. But some of those are things that I feel like we should have been doing already, but maybe that's just me.
Exactly. My mom screams at my daughter every day.
Right.
I come in and I'm just like, it's either we get it or we not. Like you can't prevent certain things.
Right, absolutely.
So there's no point in worrying.
Right, that's exactly how I feel. Oh, Natalie has joined us. Hi, Natalie. Thanks for joining.
Hey, Natalie.
So we talked briefly on Onward. If you've seen the movie and you want to chat about it, just drop us a comment and we'll cycle back to it. Right now, we're really just talking about the coronavirus and just how it's affecting things. So Baby Yoda, the production is made in China. And so it's going to be a delayed shipping. And, my understanding is all of the items that were supposed to be in production and available for distribution, I feel like late summer aren't going to happen. Everything is on hold. So I don't know what's going to happen. So now in Disneyland, they did have a shirt. It was really cute. On the front of it, it's a picture of Baby Yoda. And it's kind of like, half his head. And on the back, it says The Mandalorian. So that was the only. So I saw that. And then they had a stuffed animal one. So I was going to buy it, but I was like, do I want it? I feel like you buy so much stuff and then you just get caught up. And I was like, I don't have to own that. But it was really cute. I saw a man with it on. It was really cute. It was really cute.
I want one.
$60. But I was like, I'm not buying that. And you could probably get it on the site. I wouldn't be surprised if you couldn't go to shopdisney.com and buy it because I'm sure it's going to be a popular item. So they also had stuffed Baby Yodas, which did not look like Baby Yoda to me at all.
I hate those to death.
Yeah, I was like,
they're disgusting.
What is this? Did not look like Baby Yoda. So I was like, I don't know who put this together, who imagineered it, but yeah, you need to go back to the drawing board. They had some other Baby Yoda things. Then they had some gloves, some hats, some other stuff. Nothing that I was like, oh, I've got to have this. Nothing too exciting.
Right.
I was pretty much excited about looking to see what Hasbro has because I feel like that toy is going to be kind of like lifelike and it'll probably talk and move like some of the other toys that they have. So that's what I'm really excited to see in terms of the Baby Yoda. Now, if they make that look like Baby Yoda, I'm totally buying it. I have the Simba for the Lion King we got when we went to the screening. I love that. I have it sitting next to my desk. And so all I need is Baby Yoda and I'll be cool. So hopefully
I've seen a few Baby Yoda toys that move and stuff and they look really good.
Oh, good. See, I haven't even done the legwork to even find them and see, but I may because I'd like to kind of see and compare in contrast to what I saw at Disneyland this weekend. Because I was like, no. Especially when you hold up the shirt and you hold up the stuffed animal, you're like,
2 different people made this. Why didn't the same person just make it? Because it looked weird.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was like. I was like, no, I'm not going to buy that. Natalie is saying the government does not understand the virus enough yet. So she's taking medical professional advice and taking it serious. Absolutely. And so like I said, I'm not saying don't take it serious. I feel like any virus we should take serious, but we should always be taking it serious. So I had a friend, she's going on a cruise, and she was asking me what my thoughts were. And I said, I feel like cruise ships are petri dishes. Does that mean I don't go on a cruise? No, I still will go on a cruise, but I also know that it's impossible for them to clean every minute place in that cruise ship. So just note you're in a closed quarter, which means that your probability of getting infected or with something is higher because you're in a closed quarter. I'm not saying don't go. I'm just saying
wash your hands every 5 minutes.
Know what it is. Know what your immune system together right now. I mean, a lot of medical professionals that I've been speaking to just about the virus and all of that, really their advice is get more vitamin C, get some sleep so you're not tired, wash your hands, and don't put your hands in your mouth, be mindful of when you cough. Things that we say every day in general. You know what I mean? I didn't feel like it was anything new or anything groundbreaking that they were saying, but it's information that we know. And for whatever reasons, we're not taking it.
Don't do it.
Have no idea. So she said her friends are going tomorrow, and she said she gave them a special packing list. Your friends are going on a cruise. Absolutely. And so here's the thing. I feel like this list should always happen because cruises are petri dishes. I mean, let's just face it. Cruises, airplanes, all of that. Anywhere where you're in a small space is a breeding ground for a virus. It just is. And it's up to your immune system to know when to not let it affect you. But we digress. Dee, hi, how are you? So clearly this is affecting Baby Yoda toys, and it's really going to affect a lot of things that Disney is planning to bring out for this, this upcoming season, because so much stuff is going to get pushed back. I mean, so even if you go in certain stores, they're telling you, such and such is on back order because of this virus. Like I was trying to order t-shirts and they were like, all we have is what we have. Like we can't get extra because we can't get from the warehouse where they're coming from. So it's totally affecting a lot of things. And I'm just saying, live your life. Don't let it stop you from living your life. What I will say is what I thought anyway, was that the lines at Disneyland were not, there was not a big crowd at Disneyland. Now, Cassia said to me that she felt like it was a lot of people. And I was like, no, go to Disney World.
Well, I should book a trip to Disney World soon because I heard flights are really good too.
The thing, though, I feel like some people aren't going to cancel their trip because Like you put out a lot of money to go. You have a itinerary plan, and some people are like, no, I planned this to the T. I'm still gonna go. What I'm saying is what I saw in Disneyland, I didn't feel like was very crowded because sometimes when you go to Disney World, you're like walking around people, you're stepping over kids, you're bumping. It was easy peasy. We were able to stop and get pictures various places. Even the lines to see some of the characters weren't long. Now, what I will say is I did not see a lot of characters. At one point, all we saw was Goofy. And I'm like, is he the only one here? And then at some point, we saw Mickey and Minnie started coming out. But we didn't see any of the other ones. And I was at Disneyland specifically going to Cars Land looking for Mater. He did not show up. I was not happy about that.
I know you're not happy. That's what you went to go see.
So now that means I got to go back because I need to see my Mater. And so she did say that he was out earlier. And so I kept watching the app. Nothing. They never said when he was coming back. So I was not happy about that. But I did enjoy Disneyland. So the last time I went, we were really short on time. So we rushed through to like try to experience as much as we could. This time, even though I was only there for the day, I had a lot more, I could kind of spread things out, walk around, really kind of experience it and see what it was. So part of the reason why I wanted to go was because, of course, of Mater, but I also wanted to go see what Food and Wine was like. So hence my Food and Wine ears.
I didn't even realize that was a Food and Wine ears.
Yeah.
I didn't look at the center. I just saw the ears. I'm sorry.
So what I will say is Food and Wine at Disney has a lot more options. Now, I didn't expect Food and Wine at Disneyland to be as big because it is kind of a part of the park. Like it is in the park where, the regular rides and all that stuff are happening. But there were so many like empty pockets of space where they could have set up booths for food. Now, what I did like is that they have this thing called the Sip and Savor Pass. And what it is you pay, if you're a pass holder, I think it's $51, and then you get a special lanyard. I was trying to steal somebody's, but they wouldn't give it to me. And then it has little tabs that goes around it. And each time you get a food or a dessert item, they pull the tab off, and that's as your item. So now I thought that was a great idea. I mean, the food selection choices are usually anywhere I've seen anywhere between like $7 and $9. So, you can kind of maximize this. What I didn't like is it didn't include the alcoholic beverage because I felt like at least let me do 2 for alcoholic drink. Like I would have totally done it. And I say
Food
that
and Wine.
I'm very picky about what I eat, and they didn't have a lot of selections. So I felt like in Epcot, I could eat tons. Like, I mean, there was so much food there in addition to what's already there. Whereas at this one, I swear, I feel like maybe there were 10, maybe 20 booths. If 20, like, I don't even know if it was really that many. Would I go again? Absolutely. It's Disney. Come on. Who would pay us attention? But some of the things that I like that I had is I had a mini chicken chimichurri, which was really good. That was from Off the Cob. And then we had the ranch fried chicken wings. Now they were okay. Now let me say this. I don't generally eat chicken wings. So I was like, I'm here. Nothing else at that booth sounded appealing. So I'm like, well, let me just get it. We did also have, let me see, there's something else I had. I had the pork braised, the braised pork belly. It was really good. That was good. I like how it was seasoned. And then what else did I have? I'm trying to see here because I told myself I was going to mark it down. I did feel like there were a lot of desserts, and that surprised me. They had desserts, but nothing was like, oh yeah, I gotta get that. And it was like, okay, I don't have to have that. So she was trying to get me to do the chicken. I meant the macaroni and cheese, but it was infused with fake meat. Like it was mixed together.
Like we talked about last week that you don't want to do.
I'm not about that fake meat. Like why did you mess that up? Like it could have just been a nice
macaroni. You could have told us how it tasted and what if it tasted good.
No, I was not wasting my ticket.
Right, because it's tickets. No.
Exactly. That I was not gonna like. So I'm like, no, thank you. Let me see. There was something else. So they had tacos. Tiffany and Cassia, another young lady who went with us, had tacos, and the tacos were really good. I didn't get the tacos, and I got some kind of like burger patty, which had the potential to be good. I feel like they cooked it too long. And then I also had some a salmon dish, like a soy-based salmon, and I felt like they didn't season it enough. And so what I had to realize is the difference between Food and Wine at Epcot and Food and Wine at Disneyland is, in a lot of cases, Food and Wine at Disney is really chefs who have put these meals together. And so that's what I started thinking about. Like, I got to remember it's totally different in terms of how the preparation is done, how this is handled. And so I'm not really sure, you know, once they figured out what the dishes were going to be at Disneyland, like who was responsible for them. Whereas at Epcot, you knew it was the actual chef, and it was like some details on them. And some of them, either if they weren't chefs in and around the restaurants at the parks already, or, you know, on Disney property, they were ones that they brought in from, like, you know, other restaurants or something to that effect. And then when I found out, I know that at Disney World, we went to something called Taste of the Senses, and it was like food from all the vendors all around. And that was really good, but they were all chefs. So I'm not really certain how the whole meal thing works at Disneyland. I'm actually going to research that because I was interested. Like, this is probably why that it's a total different taste, because we waited for this thing and it had sold out. And I'm like, well, how's the food and wine? And you sold out. And it was only like 3 o'clock. I'm like, how are you sold out at 3 o'clock? So
and it's not crowded.
Right, exactly. And that was my thing. I'm like, and it's not a lot of people here. What is going on? So when we got back, they had it. And we got it and I tasted it. And I was like, yeah, whoever made this rushed to make it because it was not seasoned. I was like, I could have did without that. But it's Disneyland. What can I do? I did have a mimosa flight. Now that was really good. It was 3 different types of mimosa. Yeah, it was. And I didn't mean mimosa. I meant a Moscato flight. And it was flavored. Yeah, you see what's on my mind, right? It was flavored. And so it was really good. Like, they had a blue one, they had a pink one and a yellow one. And apparently it's from a winery in California. Now, of course, it's California. So you always expect the wine in California to be like the truth. And it was really good. And that was really the only one I got. I wanted to get this other one that they had where they had the cheese tray. So they had a lot of cheese spreads. And I love to do dairy in California because a lot of it is organic. So I was really excited about that. But they were sold out again. I was like, come on, like, what is the deal? Right. I was like, what is the deal? I was like, do I need to come here at a certain time? Like, you know, what is the secret? And so it was fun
at Disney World.
Right. And I didn't want it right. And so, like, I was talking to a guy. He was in line. We were both ordering the Moscato flights, and we were talking. And he was asking me, you know, had I been to the one in Orlando? And I was like, yeah, this year. He was like, how was it different? I was like, very. Oh, I haven't been there since I was a kid. I said, yeah, I know that's the same for a lot of people. I said, but I encourage you to go and experience it, and you'll totally see the difference. But I'm sure that because they do the sip and savor pass, they get a lot of play because you figure it had to at least been, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It had to be at least like 10. I feel like it was like 10. It's either 10 or 12 items that I could get with it. So it made it worth the money. So it's kind of like, you know what? I would have wasted that money on something else anyway. So it was good to just kind of get to experience it. What I did like is they had a beer and a wine garden. Now that was really nice. They had it set up where you could order it and you could kind of sit amongst this garden. You know, everything in California is so like fresh and beautiful. So they had all these trees around. So that part was really nice. And I felt like it was really a nice place to kind of step back from all the busyness that was going on and just sit and relax.
Okay.
Yeah. So I totally think people should totally try it out. Let's see. So Christy is saying, hi, Christy, by the way, that she was just at Food and Wine in Disneyland. It's all ingredients that are California grown. Right. That's what I liked about it. You know, and I feel like for whatever reason, California has always just been on the edge of like healthier eating, better food for you. Like it's always been their focus, whereas everybody else in the US is trying to play catch up. So that's what I was excited about experiencing, because you guys know, you know, I'm eco-friendly. So I'm always trying to get the best of the best. And so for me, I knew that if I go to California, like this is going to be great pieces of this or great pieces of that. So some of it I wasn't as excited about, but you know, I would try it again. And like I said, I'm going to research to figure out like how they come up with this menu, because I think that's part of the missing piece. Natalie is saying, oh, cute ears. Thank you. She says she's going to LA for Easter and she's second guessing her trip to Disneyland because she's a little one that touches everything. Yeah, I get that. But here's the thing. The problem isn't that you touch everything. The problem is that you put it on in your mouth or on your eyes. So if she does not put her hands in her mouth or all over her face, you should be fine. But that's what I would be concerned about. What I will say is there is a shop called Rent's Nature, I believe it's called, that's affiliated with Disney. They have it at Downtown Disney. and they actually had a booth in the midst of Food and Wine where you could go out and get samples of hand sanitizer as a way to kind of keep your hands clean. Right. So I love that piece. Absolutely. So that piece was great. Chrissy is asking if I had the Mickey macaroon. No, you know why I didn't have it? It was sold out.
Because it wasn't there? No. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but really.
Yeah. And so I don't even like macaroons. I was just getting because I was like, oh, it
is Mickey and it's cute.
Right.
I've been wanting to see that forever. No. Exactly. Okay, now I'm mad.
And it was really cute. Like I saw a picture of it, but didn't have it. So yeah, no, that's why I didn't get that. Oh, so Natalie is saying that her daughter is 3 and she does. Yeah.
Then 7 and she still does.
Yeah. Then that's something then you're gonna have to be careful. So here's the thing. If it is your first trip and you're not sure when you're gonna get back, I don't know that I would not go. I really don't. I feel like she's 3. You can start building up her immune system right now, which I hope you're already doing. There's so many different things you can do to just keep her immune system on high. I feel like the people who are at risk are people who have extremely low immune systems and the elderly. Like if there's nothing wrong with you in general, I feel like you'll be fine. Totally go, try it out, and have fun. I would go. Look, if she don't want her ticket, I'll take it. How about that?
I will too.
Right, exactly. Oh, she's from LA. Oh, well, then you can go anytime. Yeah. Keep your baby home, eating, putting her hands in her mouth on everything.
And Christy said the macaroon is really good.
I see. So listen, and that's what made it bad. So we get up there. So in Orlando, you order and then you just kind of move to the side. Well, here, there's a specific line for you ordering. You get out that line, get in another line to pick up your food. So when
you cannot order it and then not get it.
No. So I get there, I'm ordering it, and the guy is like, I'm not sure we have any. Wait, let me see. And so then the cashiers, the people that work there, are kind of standing behind them, and they're screaming like in the people in the booth, and they're like, no, we don't have any. So the girl is like, yeah, no, we don't have any. So here they are to me, we don't have any, but it was so good. Oh my God, it was so good. I was like,
I'd be like, I hope so.
Thank you. Then I started thinking, are y'all the reason that there aren't any?
Right. Y'all eating everything in the back.
Right. Now, what I did like that Disneyland Food and Wine allows you to do is you can order food from any of the booths for pickup at another booth. So I did like that a lot. Okay. Right. Because that, you
don't have to get on those 2 lines at the same time.
Exactly. So you could just have ordered a whole bunch and got there. Now, for me, I need to see my food and see what it looks like before I order. So that didn't work for me. But had I thought about it when I first arrived, I would have ordered the macaroon and done that. And so it looks like, so what I heard her over saying is, because they stopped food service at 9, but she was like, if you make your order at like 8:30 or whatever and say, I'm going to pick it up at 9, it'll
get
it. Right. Because I was like, oh, I wonder if I could have gotten the macaroon and just told them I want to pick it up at 5.
Right.
Now I know. Next year when I go back, I'll know what to do. What I was trying to get is we did the Incredicoaster, and Jack has a Yum Yum cookie, and I was going to get it. It's a warm chocolate cookie. It looks so good. I was watching this kid eat it. I was like, oh my God. And I didn't get it because I was planning to get the macaroon. And I was like, I don't need all this sugar running through me. And then, I didn't get the macaroon. And I never
didn't get the cookie.
Right. Exactly. Right. I was exactly. And I didn't decide. I didn't even make it back over there to get the cookie. But all in all, it was a great trip. Downtown Disney is not Disney Springs. So get that out your head. If I didn't even realize that Downtown Disney was what Downtown Disney was. I was there last year, 2 years ago, I guess it was. And we didn't have a lot of time. So like I said, we ran through everything and we were done. We walked over that way. But I didn't realize it was Downtown Disney because it was really small. Like they had a big Disney store. I feel like there's a Pandora store and a couple other stores. But I just had this idea of something like really large. I don't know why. Or larger than what it was. And This time I said to the girl, I said, well, how do I get to Downtown Disney? She's like, oh, you just walk right there. I was like, but this is Downtown Disney. She's like, yeah, it is. I was like, oh. Okay. I'm like, okay.
So used to Orlando.
Right. I said, let me get Orlando out of my head altogether. Like, let me just let it go and be done with it. So Chrissy wants to know if I like the Incredicoaster. Loved it. This is like my third time on. Loved it. So it is the roller coaster after the Incredibles.
Okay.
The whole idea is they're chasing Jack. So it's like loops. It's like ups and downs.
No, never mind.
So, right. It's right. And so that's what some people in line were saying. They're like, the one girl was like, does this go upside down? I was like, yeah. She's like, oh, I can't do that. So what I like about Disneyland is that I feel like they have a lot more rides for older children. Right. Whereas in, Disney World, where they're trying to compensate and do a little bit more now, I feel like the rides are generally for the younger kids. Like, of course, they got the coaster in Epcot and all of that. But I feel like in Disneyland, they have a lot more. And so they also have, it's like a carousel. But what happens is on the carousel, there's certain cages that slide back and forth. And so Cassia says, yeah, I got on that with my friends, and I can't do that again. I just wasn't ready. She's like, I can't do it. So Tiffany, the other girl we're with, is like, well, I mean, it doesn't look like nothing. She's like, let's just go. And so she's like, let's get on. I was like, okay, we're getting on it. We got to do the one that swings. How I was trying to video. So I think 6 people can sit on it at one time. So it was 2 of us, and then there were 3 little girls, like under the age of 11. So they got on with us. So they're in front of us, and she and I are on. They're like parties sit together. So as soon as it started moving and it did that motion, all of them were screaming. Tiffany was covering her face. She was going to start cursing.
Yeah.
The little girl,
no, not me.
Person. She was on the verge, and I think she looked up and realized that we were older than her, and she didn't. And so then her friend was like, "I'm glad you didn't curse." When I tell you, I was trying to video it. I was laughing so hard, I almost dropped my phone. They were like screaming. I was like, "It's a carousel. What did y'all expect?" So when you go, definitely get on that. The wait time was like 5 minutes. So I always say, do what has the shortest wait time first. Grab you a fast pass and then continue on with what you're riding. Oh, D is saying she's out with the loops too. What? Oh my God. Okay, I can't go to Amusement Park with y'all because I am all about a loopity looping coaster. All about it. Love a looping coaster.
Nope.
Yes. Yeah. So it was great. So this time I felt like I did a little bit more at Disneyland and I enjoyed it. And I will definitely be going back because, why not? Why would I not go back? Like, it was so much fun.
Well, I'll go this time because I haven't gone to Disneyland. So
you said you haven't?
No, I haven't gone anywhere. So
got it. Well, it's not too late.
I know it's cheap now, so
Right. I was gonna say that. And so I was also trying to figure out, and what I understand is that part of the whole new ticketing structure for Disney at Disneyland is you get a ticket and they have first of all, they have different tiers of annual passes that you can get. And apparently they include blackout dates. I didn't know that. And then the other thing is they rolled out that ticket, which means that you can only go at certain times of day. So that could have also been the reasons why the crowds were controlled the way they were. And if that's the case, I like it. And Disney World totally needs to roll out with that, if that is the case. It was really great. I thought it was cool. I loved it. Like I said, it was crowded, but it was not unbearable where you're like, oh my God, there's people on my back. You're too close to me. I can't breathe. It was fine.
Okay, now do you have photos?
You said what?
Do you have photos? Because y'all been talking about food for like weeks. I'm just like, where's the photos?
Yes, I do have some pictures of some things. Yes, and I'll be posting it. I just was so like, going from one coast to the next coast is exhausting. Like, I'm still sleeping. When we get off here, I am totally going back to sleep. I might sleep for like 2 more days, and then I'm gonna be like, let me get some content because right now I'm tired.
That's how I was.
Right, exactly. Right. So Disney World now is preparing to welcome in their teenagers for Disney Dreamers Academy. Yes. So we know Steve Harvey and Essence, have this conglomerate together where they're going to welcome 100 students from across the country to Walt Disney World for this 4-day event. And so they sent me a list of some of the highlights that are going to be happening. So of course, Steve Harvey's going to be there. Keke Palmer is playing a really, really big role in it this time, as well as Marsai Martin. I'm actually sad to miss to see her. Trevor Jackson is in it as well, and he's been in it previously. And then they're going to be cast members from Mixish, as well as cast members from Owns, David Meets Man. So that should be good. They're going to be able to participate in the parade that's happening. And then, of course, they'll roll into their mentorship sessions. It looks like they're going to be 17 different hands-on career workshops, and they're going to be able to participate in an aviation space career workshop.
Ooh.
Really cool, right? And it's going to be led by some scientists from NASA. So it sounds like it's going to be really cool. So they're actually checking in Thursday, where they'll do the parade, and then apparently there's going to be like some video and all that stuff that's going to roll out that people will be able to see. And I know that they're going to be doing group photos according to where the region or the states that everyone is from. And so what I saw this time, which was surprising to me, is that there are a lot of students from California. Tons. So I was like, that's going to be a really nice group shot. Then, of course, they'll do dinner with the celebrity chef. So it should be really good. I love, love, love to see the sound bites from it where they bring in previous students to talk about it. Previous students to talk about kind of what the experience was like for them and what they've done moving forward. So I can't wait to see all of that when all of that rolls out. I feel like it should be really good. And, I think it's part of the reason why so many people turn around and reapply again because of that. So, okay, wait. So you mentioned about a wedding from Disney Plus?
Yep. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. So if you guys don't know what Disney Dreamers is, basically it is an immersion experience for high school students. The applications usually roll out in late October, I believe it is. And then it continues up until probably like January, February. They go through, they vote on the students. It's an essay. It's the application period. The application process is not very long. It's not hard. You can apply online. But if you see the pictures and all that from it, it looks amazing. On my site, I had posted some of the stuff that happened last year. If you go check it out, you can totally see it. Life in Pumps. And I even believe I have the clip for this one guy that I absolutely love his story. He was very shy. He didn't like to talk to a lot of people. And it reminded me of the video that's now been circulating where the little girl says to her stylist, "I'm so ugly." So apparently people have been teasing him, and he just had so much going on growing up that it affected his self-esteem about himself. And so by the end, he had felt so much love and was so proud of everything that he had accomplished that he gave this amazing speech. When we first saw the video with the Disney Dreamers had come to Philadelphia for a press event, we're in there crying like we were there. It was so touching. So I have the video that they did linked on the post that I did about Disney Dreamers, and also have it listed like who people are that are going this year and where they're from and all of that. So if you're interested, just go and check it out. But I'll be sharing more information throughout the week as they kind of send me details on basically what's happening. But go ahead, tell us about this wedding.
Oh, I was going to ask you first, how old do kids have to be again to join?
So it starts at 13, but you have to be in high school because there's some 13-year-olds that are 8th grade. So you have to be high school student to attend. Okay.
So Disney Plus has a new show called, what is it called? How do I forget what it's called? Fairy Tale Weddings. It's not even like the hardest name in the world. So how do I forget? But so they had their first couple ever to get married at Pandora in the Avatar world in Disney World. And that couple just also happens to be a Black couple.
Oh, I gotta watch that.
So it's actually season 2, episode 4.
Okay.
I started watching it today, so I'm gonna finish watching it later.
Oh, I'm totally gonna watch it.
It's really cute. And they're like the first ones to ever do it, so I can't wait to see. And
so
now I'm like,
so you said season 2, episode what?
Episode 4.
Episode 4 on Disney Plus.
Yep.
So, what other places have people got married at?
They've done a ton of different places. I don't even remember. I know the same episode with this one is also Hawaii, I believe. And so they do all like different locations in Disney.
Any Disney property.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably really nice. That's really nice. I love that they do that. I don't know why I didn't realize that was a show.
Oh yeah, it just started no, it didn't start. It started a while ago.
Yes,
but I didn't realize they don't promote this one as much as they promote everything else.
And you would think that they would really promote that because weddings at Disney World
Listen, it's
massive.
so cute.
I mean, massive. Like, I don't think I've ever been there and not seen 3 or 4 people who have either gotten married there or just got married there, and this was a part of their like experience.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
it's huge, yeah, because they
Yeah.
sell the ears that have a veil and a top hat.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it's so beautiful. So Darlene is saying that she saw one in the China Pavilion. Oh wow, I bet that was so nice.
They promote it?
I've never heard of it. Wow.
I'm
Okay.
in like Diary of a Future President phase, so I didn't realize they were promoting it that much.
I've never even
I
heard
don't
of
see it.
Though. And I get press releases from
Right, that's what I'm saying. I don't even see it.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything about that because I feel like that's something I would have watched. Because like I like to see that. Because I feel like there's so much negativity on TV that sometimes I just need something funny and happy to watch and love. And I would have totally been all immersed into that and would love it. So, Shalita, I see you saying that they promoted. Where have you seen it promoted at? I see Disney Plus promotions, pretty much everywhere. They're still promoting it. Verizon is still letting, people know that, you get it for a year free. But I don't think I've seen anything promoting this fairy tale wedding because I didn't even know it existed. So when you posted it, I was like, what? What is that?
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking like, like The Bachelor. I'm thinking like it was an ABC show.
Oh, wow. Oh, no. Disney Plus. This is how my daughter asked me the other day if it was a law for a man to marry a man. And I was looking at her like, what are you watching? And she was like, oh, no, the fairy tale wedding thing. It's okay. And I was like, oh, okay. So they had like a same-sex couple get married as well.
I wonder where they got married at.
I don't see. I didn't even stop to ask where they were married. I was just like, okay. So yeah, I'll check. I'm gonna go watch it. It's cute. She likes it. She likes all the Disney princess stuff. So
Darlene is saying it's first season. They had a dragon, and the families were giving out the red envelope. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And so Shalita is saying, in reference to my question, yup, they have a department in everything plus follow Disney Plus. I had no idea.
I mean, I get press releases in a lot, but they don't promote this show as much as they promote everything else. Like when they put up the press stuff for this one, they just threw it up on the website, and that was that. I didn't know it was coming until I clicked on the site.
Right. So she's saying the Disney Plus, IG, Facebook, and their fairy tale weddings website, everything it took forever for season 2 to drop. I had no idea.
Oh, wow.
What we're saying is normally before the show's release, they send us like a trailer of it to watch because they want us to do a reaction or share it with, share it like here, like what we're doing on the show, or they'll send some type of write-up. And I didn't get anything in regards to that. And I get releases of like some of the new Disney shows that are dropping on Disney Plus. I'm wondering if maybe the show is just not that popular and that's what it is. But you would think that's why they would want to send it out because like I got all the stuff on The Mandalorian. I know when Baby Yoda was supposed to drop in the US. I knew when
Diary of a Future President is an every week email. I just got mail from them today. So
So yeah, I'm surprised. I'm actually gonna look it up, and I feel like worst case scenario, we should totally watch that episode and share it out and make sure people know to go in and support it. But I will say also is that what I've seen in terms of differences in terms of parts, that it really could have been that I just was not paying attention. So let me first say that. But I feel like Disneyland is so much more same-sex friendly than Orlando, than Disney World.
Really?
Yes. Now, like I said, it really could be that I just haven't been paying attention, which is possibly the case. But I felt like because I sat and actually, really kind of took in what was happening at Disneyland, that I was kind of really able to like do a little bit more people watching than I would generally do at Disney World because I'm trying to, go from one place to the next and see and really experience and not really always paying attention to my surroundings. But I felt like I sat and I watched. There were so many couples. They were lovely. It was just fun. And I don't know if it's that freeing atmosphere of California. And I just was sitting by the water, taking it all in. But it was really good to see. And I actually bought some ears that have like the rainbow on it or whatever. So I thought that was cute. But yeah, it was a very different vibe. I will definitely say that. It was a total different vibe. And I want to take my kids to see what they say. I feel like they might like Disneyland. They might really like it because of those rides that are really not just Not just for little,
Little kids.
I feel like it's a nice age mix because they have the Incredible Coaster ride. We did Space Mountain, which was so much fun. We did. I wrote this down. I can't even remember the other rides. But what I will say is, I feel like the key to riding rides, especially as adults. Now, it may not work with children, but especially as adults, is to do the single ride line. Because for some of the rides, the Fast Pass was like 70 minutes, 105 minutes. But if you are okay with being a single rider, you can get a single ride ticket and you go almost basically to the front of the line. And whenever they have a space, like let's say a party of 3 is getting on, they put you in there.
What? I did not know that.
Yes. So that's what we were like. So after a while, we caught on and we're like, oh,
I'll go by myself.
So many rides. So then we started asking the people for like the rides that we wanted to ride on. We're like, hey, does this ride have single ride capabilities? And they're like, oh yeah, when you go up, you go around to the side, because for all of them, it's not in the front. Some of them are like on the side. And we saw on the one ride that it's a total different entrance, and you take an elevator up. You don't even go on the stairs. So it's crazy. Wow. If you don't know, you don't know. So if you got Disneyland, that is your tip.
I'm about to say, write that down.
Yes, ask about the single person ride. Yeah, single person rider. Like, it was great. Like, literally,
your whole family doesn't want to go. It's just you, and then your guys are all waiting. And
right, because like I know at one point Disney World used to have the thing where the parents would switch off. So that's how they, would be like, oh, the single person ride. Like, oh, somebody was staying with the kid, then that one person would ride, then the other person would ride, and they switched off.
Right.
This was different. Like, I didn't have a kid with me. I was like, what? And then on one of the rides we got on, once we got to where everybody was, there was no differentiation between the single line and the group line. So all of us rolled together because we were like, oh, well, we can. So it's cool. Right. So if you don't mind getting split up, definitely do it. Definitely do it. Yes. So Darlene is saying that Everest and Test Track are also for single riders. So it's Space Mountain. Yes, absolutely. Yes. You know what? We did single rider on Space Mountain. Yes, that was Space Mountain. Yes. So we did. Thanks, Natalie, for joining us this week. Yeah. So we did the single rider on that, and there were 2 other rides that we did it on. Oh, I also did the Jungle Cruise. And so I was telling her, I was like, I said, oh, this is back. I said, oh, this is working. She's like, what do you mean? I said, oh, you didn't hear it last week? It sunk. She's like, what? And we're already on it when I'm telling her.
Oh my God, why are you touching?
It was fine. It was really cute. What I love, and I think what makes a difference on that ride is who drives your boat. So the person driving my boat was so funny. She was like telling all these jokes, which really weren't all that funny, but she kept it going. Because, like as an adult, and we went at night, so it was a little creepy at night. But she's telling all the jokes. So, the animals look like they're trying to come to life, but you can clearly see they're fake. But it was a ride, and the wait is not long. So that's what I always say, pull up the app, see which ride you want to get on, get fast passes for as many as you can, because, you can only get fast passes in increments of time.
Right.
Get your fast pass, go ride the ones that have a 10-minute wait, a 20-minute wait, and then come back to your check-in time. And then in the midst of that, if you have time, see single ride. Like, yeah, I was like, oh, I got the key to Disneyland now. We can make this work. So next year when I go back, I'm gonna be ready. But
I'm taking you when I go so that we can just figure it out.
Listen, I'm telling you, like I had my phone. I was like, okay, wait, this one, that one. So we had it mapped out. We were good. So we went from Adventure Park to actually, Disneyland. And then we rode some stuff over there. And then probably at about like 10:30, we were like, yeah, I'm tired. Like, yeah, I am exhausted. Like, I could barely walk. Like, I got back and we were getting on the tram to the car. I was like, my God. And I was like, I did all 4 Disney World parks in a day. And I was exhausted, but not like how I felt at Disneyland. I was like, oh my God. Like, and I remember when I got in the room and went to sleep, I had to force myself to get up the next day because I was leaving that night and I wanted to go see some sights. It was a mess, but it was a great trip. I enjoyed it. I definitely recommend that people go. And if you can get there while Food and Wine is going on, it doesn't end until April 21st. So if you're going, definitely buy the pass. It just makes sense. It's a cute little souvenir. And, you get to see what all the different menu items are. Oh, here's the other one that I had. Wait, I'm gonna tell you. It's on the back here. So we had the chicken and waffle sandwich, and then I had the seared Velasco salmon. It wasn't that great, but it sounded good. It looked good. It had black rice. It looked really good, but it wasn't that great. I did like the California, like I said, the California crafts and beers. So I love that they did that. And then they had pepperoni pizza egg rolls. That was good. Pizza just rolled up, so that was good.
I was like, wow.
Right. So there were some things there that were great, and so totally, check it out if you go. Check it out. That's what I got to say. But I think that's it. I feel like that's all we had to tell the folks about today.
That is.
Yeah, we didn't miss anything, right? Nope. Sounds like a plan. I realized that there was no new episode of Blackest or Mixtures last week. I don't know what that was all about.
There wasn't?
No, because when I get, I DVR all the shows. So when I came home today, I was like, I gotta watch it because I need to be in the know. I need to know what happened. I can get all. I did watch Grey's Anatomy. Do you watch Grey's Anatomy?
I haven't watched an episode at all.
Oh my God. It was a very emotional episode. I was not prepared.
I feel like it's too late to join now.
Let it go. If you don't miss too much, let it go. Let it go. And then I did catch up on a million little things. So I'm catching up.
I still haven't caught up on that. Oh my God. I forgot that came back out. There's too much going on. There's Netflix, there's Hulu, there's Disney Plus.
That's why I have to DVR everything. And when I get a moment, I sit. And normally on Mondays is what I do. I lay on the couch and I veg out and I watch whatever's on my DVR. Today I was just so tired because I literally got home at 7:30 this morning. And I did what I did. What I will say I did well being on the West Coast is that I tried to get up early. Like I would go to bed late, but I would try to get up early to still try to be on East Coast time. So I feel like that's why I'm not as tired. But yeah, I'm still tired. And then the Disney store in Palm Springs is going out of business March 16th. I know. I was like, so they had some stuff marked down, but the lady was like, next week, like they're going to be marking stuff down drastically.
Oh no.
Yeah. And I was like, I was surprised that they were closing. There was a lot of people in there when I was in there. And that's like one of the largest outlets. They have over 180 stores in this outlet mall. So I was surprised. I am, however, going to the Disney outlet where I live tomorrow to see if they're closing too. So if they are, I will let you know.
Okay.
I will totally let you know. But guys,
we can go get the store.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Yeah. Because I even asked her, well, if I call here, will y'all ship me stuff? She's like,
you tried though.
That's right. I had to ask. But thanks for joining us, guys. We will see you next week. Hopefully, Tanae and Danny will be able to join us. Have a great week. See you guys soon. Bye.
Bye, you guys.